Men who are outside the social norm belong to a distinct breed. These folks have developed past the mindset of the average person. They are better able to manage how society influences them and how that influences their lives. A very long period. Sigma guys have avoided giving in to social pressure and have managed to uphold their ideals. Alpha males, the alleged leader of the pack, have not yet accomplished this. Sigma men are frequently admired for being among the select few who are immune to social conditioning. However, because Sigmas are adamantly opposed to brainwashing, the general public frequently labels them as disobedient and impolite. However, the truth is that only Sigma men are able to see through all of society's tricks on people and will never fall for the trap. Without further ado, here are 10 reasons why Sigma guys can't be brainwashed by society. They have specific characteristics that prevent them from being brainwashed, and many people appreciate them since they have been able to resist what most others have fallen for. One is that they doubt everything because of their skepticism. These men are extremely cynical people, and nothing can easily pass them. They are never afraid to challenge anything that doesn't make the logic or doesn't add up, and they never take anyone's word for it. As a result, it is incredibly challenging to brainwash people because they will never believe something simply because it is told to them. Males are not hesitant to ask questions, in contrast to the majority of people who only follow instructions, says Sigma. Before participating, they want to know why things are done that way. They always want to know the truth, thus they have one or more inquiries about anything. They are not afraid to challenge more powerful people or even the current quo. Sigma. Males always get to the root of the issue no matter what it takes, especially when it comes to their own beliefs. It is almost impossible to fool Sigma males or make them do stupid things because they always have this natural instinct to question anything that doesn't make sense. They are motivated by intellect and have excellent deductive abilities, which protect them from indoctrination. The flashy and glittery things in life don't excite them. Therefore, trying to trick people with little or superficial things is a waste of time. Since they are aware that not everything glows brilliantly and then glitters with gold, they are too wise to be subjected to any form of trickery. No matter what tricks you use, a Sigma will always be able to detect them. They can shield themselves from society's snares because of this. Second, their rationality defeats the indoctrination techniques. Because Sigma men base their decisions on facts and data, they are less susceptible to peer pressure to behave against their preferences. They're highly intelligent and disciplined and do not make decisions in ignorance. Depending on how people see things, society can brainwash them in a variety of ways. No matter what brainwashing methods society employs, for some people the process is subtle enough that they aren't even aware of it. However, for others, it is overt and in your face. Because they do not rely on emotions or feelings, Sigma men are always well prepared to outsmart them. The decision-making process. They employ logical information processing and use the given data to produce reliable conclusions. They are able to recognize any early indications of manipulation and separate themselves from it. The male Sigma is a smart and vigilant breed that resists indoctrination with ease. Many people in society fall for the tricks accusing Sigmas of not understanding or not caring. But in reality, they're the ones who recognize and respect the implications of their own decisions. While others do what they're told blindly. 3, they are perceptive crusaders and see through the smoke and mirrors. Sigmas have a good reason for always being on guard and ready to sniff out any scam. Society often plays games with people using smoke and mirrors to manipulate them into doing what they want and letting them know it's all for their own good. But Sigma men don't buy into that and see through the lies immediately. These men are very perceptive and it's really hard to fool them. Even if everyone else around them is being fooled. They are keen observers and use their logic to figure out the truth behind any situation. They analyze things best when they're alone because there are no voices around telling them what to do or not to do. This helps clear your thoughts and focus your attention on reality. When you have a clear head, you can see the truth in front of you, even if it's hidden behind several layers. The issue is that it's more difficult to make wise selections when there are too many different viewpoints and ideas present. Sigmas work toward creating environments where the truth is both visible and palpable. Sometimes the Sigma men already know the truth, so it doesn't even need to be uttered. They have far greater perception and comprehension than the majority of individuals. No matter how hard people try to coercively manipulate them, they are not deceived into believing there is reason where there is none. They also do not fall for deceptive promises or fake rewards meant to persuade them to change the way they think. Sigmas manage to see through all their advances and escape them. 4. Their non-conformity is a shield against society's manipulation. While some people may think that Sigmas are just rebellious and don't care about the norms of society, they actually have a strong sense of right and wrong. They know what lines shouldn't be crossed. And when it comes to moral decisions, they will always choose to do the right thing. Even if it means defying convention, this non-conformity serves as a shield against society's manipulation as it protects them from being taken advantage of or having their beliefs exploited. Sigma men break some rules, not because they enjoy causing chaos or want to draw attention to themselves, but because they know that certain rules are wrong and shouldn't be followed. They don't let the threat of conformity cloud their judgment. They are empowered to stand up for what is right by their non-conformity. Even if everyone is against them, it gives them the freedom to consider their own ideas and challenge conventional wisdom before persuading a Sigma to take a certain action. Your assertion must be supported by facts and proof. Furthermore, it is impossible to persuade him to follow social trends because the majority of them are founded on lies. 5. They are hard to brainwash since they are deep thinkers and truth seekers. The most of the time, Sigma males are thinking. They always strive to make wise choices that won't have a bad effect on them afterwards. They are quite hard to brainwash because they know what is true and what is not. They are unlike other people who must be told what to do and what not to do. They leave their comfort zone to explore and learn the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. They use their intuition to get an understanding of what is going on around them. They're not satisfied with the stories everyone else knows because these stories have been weakened by false information. Sigma men take their time to research and dig out every detail, leaving no stone unturned. They believe in the power of knowledge and strive to be informed about what is happening in their society. So they're never one-sided in their views nor support a point of view just because it is popular. They're always well informed. So brainwashing them is not an option because they will know if you're telling the truth or not. And one thing Sigma really hates is being lied to. Once they find out you're trying to control them, they cut all ties with you and avoid you as much as possible. 6. They are self-reliant warriors who resist brainwashing. One of the most admirable qualities of Sigma men is their self-reliance. They are independent thinkers who don't rely on anyone else to make decisions for them. This makes them warriors who are difficult to influence and don't back down from a challenge. Sigmas don't take kindly to manipulation and brainwashing tactics as they can see through such attempts easily. They trust their own judgment and never compromise their values and morals to fit in. Most people are brainwashed because they depend on others for everything. They slowly inject new ideas into your head that slowly start changing the way you think. You become their puppet. Before you even notice, Sigma men have a different approach to life. They are fully aware of their surroundings and can see through any propaganda. Even at a young age, while this might put them at odds with some people, this resistance to manipulation makes them strong-minded. Individuals who will never be taken advantage of. This can be seen in their everyday lives as they look for solutions themselves and don't wait for someone else to do the work for them. They believe in hard work and dedication, and this is what sets them apart from the rest. 7. Their open-mindedness breaks down barriers. Those Sigma men try to protect themselves from the outside world. They still manage to maintain an open-minded view of the world. This ensures that they don't form preconceived notions about people and remain unbiased in their judgment. They look at situations from different angles and try to understand them before passing any kind of verdict. This open-mindedness helps them make informed decisions, which leads to more effective problem solving. Their willingness to accept other points of view has also helped break down barriers and allowed them to form connections with people from all walks of life. It has also enabled them to appreciate different cultures and perspectives, making them more accepting of others. The Sigma man is an enigma who has the strength to stand up for what's right, resist manipulation, and open his mind to new ideas. He is a leader, not a follower, and he will never accept something just because it's the popular thing to do. They see the possibilities in everything but still keep their guard up to prevent others from taking advantage of their open-mindedness. 8. They march to the beat of their own drum. Sigma men live their lives free from other people's control. They do what makes them happy and satisfied and don't let anyone else dictate their lives. This unyielding commitment to being true to themselves is what sets them apart from the rest. They may be misunderstood at times, but that never stops them from marching to the beat of their own drum. They are their own boss and make their own rules, which can be a blessing or a curse depending on the situation. Their ability to stand alone yet be confident makes it difficult for them to be brainwashed. Sigma males do not try to gain favors by doing other people's fitting. They are strong individuals that can face the storm alone. They'd rather do what pleases them and take responsibility than do what other people want just to stay safe, difficult or not. They resist conformity and do not need someone else's approval to feel fulfilled because they always want to be independent. Society has no way of crawling into their heads to manipulate them. This alone acts as a shield without them needing to put in additional effort. 9. Their divergent thinking is rewriting the rules and defying brainwashing attempts, whether it's in the workplace or on their own. The Sigma man is unafraid to think differently. This creates multiple choices at any point in time. So telling him he only has one way out is just fooling yourself. They don't just accept things as they are, but instead try to come up with alternate ways of doing things. This divergent thinking helps them challenge the norms and rewrite the rules. It also makes it difficult for people to brainwash them since they can think and act independently. Thinking differently allows the Sigma man to discover new ideas and perspectives that may not be accepted by the majority. Not only can they resist brainwashing, but they also have the power to encourage others to think outside of the box by leading with their example. Sigma can make a difference in society by inspiring people to break free from the herd mentality and become independent thinkers. 10. They have unbreakable willpower and stand up against brainwashing. One thing that makes Sigma stand out from other men is his willpower. Most people easily fall for the slightest opportunity to prove they're worth something. They cannot control their impulses, which makes them defenseless against brainwashing. However, Sigma men are not naive, nor do they try to grab other people's attention by doing what they want. They always see the bigger picture, helping them figure out what is and isn't worth their time. They have self-control and are aware of their own limits, so they never go beyond them. This unbreakable willpower makes it difficult for brainwashing to take hold. As the Sigma will always stand firm in his beliefs, he refuses to be manipulated and knows that even if he fails, sometimes he can still try again until he gets it right. The Sigma man's iron will and determination are what make him a force to be reckoned with.